Hello everybody, this is Cacti and Carnivores here, and today I've gotten the Sarracenia hybrid I've had in the mail. This is from Predatory Plants, and this is, I believe, the first time I've ordered from them. So this is going to be a little like first experience. They're pretty good, have a pretty wide selection of plants, seem to be pretty reliable, so I'm not like scared that my plant's like dead or very unhealthy. Yeah, so they should be good. And it's just gonna be a cool little thing to see if they like how they package the plants, how it differs from like other sellers I've bought off of, and yeah, it's just a cool little comparison we can do. Um, so yeah, let's just get into it. I'm not gonna draw this out too much. So pretty easy, unless I'm an idiot, which is very likely. This is a very small box, if you couldn't already tell, with a little note there, just in case people didn't know. Let's see if it has any extra. Nothing really. Just gonna cut the top real quick. Alright, so just cut it open, and it is filled with sphagnum moss, along with this note that was in the front. It seems that this sphagnum moss here will double as both a potting medium and a packaging medium, much like packing peanuts, so that's rather resourceful. Got this little note with a care guide. I hope this doesn't have my address on here. Doesn't. So just planting guide. I'll follow this. If it's not basic information, then it will be helpful. But they do sell to both beginners, so you know, and experienced growers. So whatever. So I hope my plant is in here. I would not like to open up I don't even know. It looks like it's not in here. That is kind of disturbing. I'm just gonna. So there is a pot for it. So that's good. And I'm just gonna pull that out. And then let me just adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. That's good. I'm just gonna take all this out because I don't want it to spill all over this table. Here's the little plant. Very young, you can see. Looks very nice. Was not expecting it to be this small. And I forgot what its name is. Mosaic, I believe. I'll go through the the specific hybrid parts later. So, let's just read through the care package, the care guide. So, potted upon arrival, dried sphagnum moss, also your potting material, like I said before, very resourceful. Soak it, do not use tap water, moss is hydrated, remove the paper from around its roots, leave the moss around the plants, wrap the new moss around it, loosely pack moss root ball in the pot. There may be extra moss, so only use enough of the plant to fit snugly in the pot with the moss to the brim. I believe I've received extra, and I think I have ordered from them before. It was a Cape Sundew. Unfortunately, that has died because I ran out of distilled water and it slowly dried out to death, but we're not going to talk about that. There's a video illustrating how to pot up your plant on our website. What? If you purchased a Mexican pinguicula, simply set it on top of the wet moss. Any leaves that detach in transit should be placed next to the main plant and should form. That is interesting. They're just placed on there and will grow. Yeah, water, light, soil, temps, food. I kind of know all this. Not that that's bad. I appreciate the information. and extent that they will go to make sure my plant lives well. Yeah, so that's basically it. Might just pot this up now, but there's the packaging of it all. I'll take it out of the bag. Sorry for that. And I might use a different pot, like these pots right here, just in case to fit it in here. I might use this bigger one because it'll last me a little bit longer. And then here's the plant. Most of the leaves are dead. Some of them look very nice though. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's see. So this one, it's called a. Oh God, that is not visible in any way. Is that? There we go. So Sarracenia Mosaic, 1601A. I believe that's the specific species or plant ID, because it's like they breed like a lot of plants out of one specific cross, and so I'm guessing they ID it in a very factory-like way. But yeah, here's the little plant. Looks to be vigorous. Interesting little hybrid. I like the hooding. Very interesting sort of hoods on it. And I believe it will contrast well with the Scarlet Bell I already have. Yeah, so that'll be good. If I ever want to build a bog garden, I can use a division, make a nice little thing. So yeah, that's everything. I guess I'm going to start repotting now, so let's get to that. Alright, so I have everything set up here, just for convenience. I got distilled water, or in this case rainwater, from just like all the rain that's been coming down lately. So yeah, let's get potting. So first things first is to get some of this good chunk or so of the sphagnum moss in here. This isn't like a tutorial really. I can make one eventually. Also, the neighbor's dog barks a lot. So if you start hearing a very high-pitched, continuous wail of sorts, then just try to ignore it. So the water in, might just want to put a lot, to be honest. Sphagnum is very, very, very water absorbent. It soaks stuff up like a sponge. It's very light. I don't know, the last chunk of sphagnum I've worked with was a bit more of an orangish tan color. This is a very light beige, so that's interesting. Everything's soaking up well. I wonder if that's indicative of it being higher or lower quality. I don't think so, to be honest. Who knows? Haven't worked with sphagnum in a while. Actually, I have, but I don't know everything there is to know about it. There we go. So we take the sphagnum, a good amount of it. It's a very, they call it long fibered sphagnum for a reason. And pack a good amount in the bottom. It's just leaking. There's so much noise in wherever I live. Oh, there's the roots. So we take off this surgeon's mask, reveal the root ball, the little root system. So I want it to be about level high, right here. So just potting this up. Okay, I swear to God. I guess World War III is just starting right in my backyard right now. Sorry about that. So, haven't repotted. Might want to look a tad rusty on everything, to be honest. Repotted plants up a bunch of times, but not use. Okay, so once the bag, remove the paper towel, leave the soil, moss, or any plants. So okay, so basically, I'm gonna get a little bit more in here as we work. So take the loose moss, kind of squeeze it out a bit. So wrap it around loosely. Just a little bit more water. Might be some extra, to be honest. A little bit more moss and everything. Repotting, in my experience, is never like a really easy job. It's always a little bit awkward. It's always a little bit tiring afterwards. Maybe I'm just a very awkward person in general. Not entirely sure. But it's kind of delicate work that never really ends exactly in a very satisfying way. But it's something that needs to be done and is very beneficial. In fact, pretty much needed most of the time, unless you live in the plant's native habitat where you can just like plant it on the ground. I'm going on a tangent again. So, root ball in there. I think that's a good area, good thing to repot. A place to have it in. Sometimes I plant it off center. So I want to try and now I can use the extra, not the extra, but a good amount, and just pack it in. Could have mixed some perlite in here, although it's not needed. I've seen people use pure sphagnum just like any other medium. No adverse effects. So soak it in a little bit more. I got a good amount of extra here, to be honest. That's very good. I could always use some extra medium. So just soak it in a little bit more. Get everything to be a bit more. This camera angle is kind of awkward. There we go, that's good. Just one more. There we go. Last, probably. Can't really say for sure. Then I'm just gonna fill in the sides, everything, so it looks neat and the roots can grow. Fill up everything. As you can see, almost there. Good, like 90%. There we go. Everything's in. Make sure no loose ends or sphagnum moss are poking out. Probably can safely say that is just a little bit. It's a tad swampy. Then the name tag, the cherry on top. Just slip that in the back. There it is, potted up plant. Of course, water and medium is everywhere. And this stuff really soaks up water like crazy. So here it is. Here's the plant. Sarracenia Mosaic. Not sure about the hybrid, to be honest. I can look it up real quick. Alright, so the Mosaic series is the Shorthon? What the hell kind of word is that? For complex Sarracenia hybrids produced by predatory plants. These are unique seed-grown plants with some real winners in the set. I hope this is one of them. If not, still a nice-looking plant. It seems to be a Leucophila, or a specific Leucophila, AJ01 X Oreophila X Flava variety Rugelii. So it's an Oreophila and a Flava variety Rugelii hybrid crossed with a Sarracenia Leucophila AJ01, which is, I guess, one of the ID'd plants they have over there. Small plant. I hope to see what it becomes in the future. It is December right now, so it should be dormant. Hopefully it doesn't get really stressed. But I think it'll do well. They probably have been putting it into dormancy already, so I won't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's it. Sarracenia Mosaic. Nice little plant. Can't wait to see what it turns into. Nice packaging. Very good quality shipping. Plant's healthy and has arrived properly. And although I didn't use the pot because it's California and it is very, very hot in the summer, so I use styrofoam pots just to keep things cool in the root section. I will use this for indoor plants. Square pots are very good for indoor like terrarium stuff or just windowsill stuff. Conserves a lot of space, and I won't have to worry about it heating up because it'll be inside. So you can imagine a little Nepenthes or Drosera, maybe a woolly sundew in here at some point. So yeah, that's everything. Nice little plant. Goodbye.